So I was going through some videos on YouTube, just like some backgrounds. I was gonna play guitar too today, because a lot of times it's like I have to do everything at the allotted time. Somebody owns me, so I have to come between 12 and 1, get some food in my gut, possibly get a beer in me, maybe smoke a little bit of weed, and pick up the guitar. I got an hour to do that. I do pretty good usually. So usually, but a lot of times I'm in the vehicle on the way to the job because I got like 12 minutes. And I'm like, all right, that's at least two pieces of material I could do. So I'm looking at, the background track just said like 90s grunge, whatever. So I pushed it. I was like, fuck it, just see what it is and I'll record it. And it turned out to be Alice in Chains, Down in a Hole. And I did that, played along with it. And like a lot of times that's what I'll do. I'll just play it and then I'll like figure out what the song is right off the rip. You can just go with it. You know what I mean? So it'll sound kind of shitty in the very beginning, but by the end, I have it down. But yeah, today's the anniversary of his death. I just thought that was kind of weird, kind of cool. But so anyways, two things that I just been thinking about. One, Eddie Bravo. You're kicking ass. That's good. Keep asking questions. It might take him a minute to get past the idea of like Alex Jones and that whole thing. But he seems somewhat genuine, and we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if he turns coat. But something tells me he won't. And he won't say he's a flat earther, but just listen to the way he asks his questions. He asks questions just as if he is convinced. So, there's that. That's good. And then, as it turns out, Pablo Escobar's kid wrote a book. And in that book, he said that his father worked with the CIA. Can you believe that? No. No. I mean, that would only just lend credence to fucking all the shit we've ever heard about them fucking assholes. I mean, my dad was glued to the TV back in the 80s during that Iran-Contra thing. And I was too young to know what it was. I just knew it was called the Iran-Contra affair. And it had to do with Oliver North. Ollie North. That's what I knew. Right? So, obviously I figured out over time, I found out what that was all about. Like with, rapper Rick Ross that came out. The real Ricky Ross actually tried to sue him, saying that he stole his name and likeness or whatnot, what. It didn't work. He didn't get no money. But, the real Ricky Ross was given literally metric tons of cocaine to sell from the Nicaraguan connection right at that time. And we know the story. Most of us who know the things we know, if you're on my channel, you already know these things more than likely. But is it any surprise at all that the whole Pablo Escobar thing was completely controlled also? Any surprise at all that he got to build his own jail? Like, I'll go to jail, but I'm going to build it. All right. That sounds like a good deal. You're telling me I can have hookers, beer, and fucking whatever I want? TV, shit. Why would I want to leave anyways? I've been trying to build this place since I started selling drugs. But yeah, so I what can I say about that? I can't say anything except for just right. That's about it, because we know, like, and what's so sad about the whole thing with the drugs is that all of us are on some sort of something. Medication. If you're not on street drugs, you're probably on medication, or you're on medication because you are on street drugs. That's just to think about that for a minute, and then just think if the power goes out, the boat stop, the truck stop, the train stop. Just think about how the state that everybody would be in within 30 days, 15 days. Horrible to think about, because people just be off their fucking rockers. Anyways, that's all by design. It's all by design, and you know, it's the little guys who run around on the street with the stuff that go do 5-10 years out of their life destroyed completely. Never did a violent thing in their life, but their life is fucking destroyed. Yet people like Oliver North, Ronald Reagan, the Clintons, right? We know what they did. Turns out they were selling guns too. Look into it. Look, the stuff was on YouTube for a short time, and it was all those videos went away quick, but they're there. High Impact Flicks. Check out High Impact Flicks if you don't already subscribe to his channel. Excellent source. A lot of short videos, just with a lot of just jam packed. Good channel. Yeah, I don't know. Eddie Bravo. Take all of Joe Rogan's audience. Take them all. Just keep calling it out. Whatever you think is weird, you call that shit out, man. Because you're on the right trail. Anyway. Peace to all.